be starting a little later with stuff. At this stage, just asking you if you can take your seats. Once we're seated, then I think you're going to be called up table by table. Welcome, thanks for coming. And thank goodness this event wasn't last night. I don't think that would have been fun. So we'll see you all again later. Thank you. I'm going to introduce to you our executive director, who's been the focal point of the BEA for the last 5 years. We'll talk more about what the BEA has done in its short 5-year existence. There we are. That's what we did. We wrote music. But we didn't. But anyway, let me introduce to you here Sangeeta Iyer. Thank you.
I'm going to talk about a tree and use a nature metaphor because I am a tree hugger. So a tree is only as healthy as its branches, leaves, and roots, which draws resources from the sunlight and soil. And this event is successful only because of my branches, their creativity, their inherent talents, and resources. So first of all, I'd like to introduce you to the best hotel staff I've ever had the opportunity to work with. Grotto Bay's Donna Alvarez. She is the front desk manager. She has meticulously ensured that every aspect of the evening flows smoothly. Denny O'Connor, the handsome young lad, who's standing right up there with the pink, Bermuda pink jacket. He is the food and catering director, so if the food is not good enough, then he's the person to talk to, all right? And Katie Trimmingham, she's the one that has been welcoming you with that beautiful black outfit, right there. Katie Trimmingham. I'd like to introduce you to the best team of volunteers I've worked with. And actually, we had an amazing synergistic connection in the way we thought and our creativity. Teresa Witter, she is actually right there. She's going to just, she's a dancing queen, that's all I can say. And wait until she gets on the stage. She's one of the most talented shining stars and a dynamic ball of Latin energy. Next, meet Margarita in that beautiful pink outfit. She has been working closely with me for the past 2 years. Very dedicated to the cause and has offered her marketing skills as well as her EMU platform to promote our events. Alexa Lightbourne, she was the Miss Teen Bermuda in 2006, I think, 2005, the stunning looking Alexa Lightbourne. And Carol Johnson, one of the most dedicated people who consistently set aside some time and energy for the BEA despite life's overwhelming demands. Now, her love for her granddaughter Madison has always moved me profoundly, even more so because Carol has told me she wants to leave behind a better planet for her granddaughter. Now, a tree is only as strong and productive as its roots. And to have someone like me that is just wired up all the time, I needed sturdy roots to hold me to the ground, right? And those sturdy roots are my board of directors. And let me talk to you about BEA's chairman, the managing director of Marsh IAS, David Ezekiel. He's my kindred spirit. I still remember the first time I met David after an ABIC annual general meeting right outside the Fairmont, Hamilton. And in 2008, when I presented a tentative plan for the BEA, although David had other priorities and interests, he took time to not only view, but really wholeheartedly join and support me. And for that, I am so profoundly grateful. One of the key founders, and over the past 5 years, he has coached and nurtured me. And all I want to say is that for all the years of love and support and laughter, as well as the petty debates that David, you and I have had, you've really helped me grow emotionally and evolve as a person. So thank you for that. Thank you. So another amazing candle that lit my path is Phil Butterfield. He's the deputy chairman and now the chairman of the HSBC board. My first encounter with Phil occurred in January 2008 at the back of town when I was again doing an interview. And at the time I asked him, hey Phil, I'm traveling to India. When I return in May, can I come and talk to you? Little did he know that he'll be stuck with me for 5 years ever since then. And that's what happened. And then I contacted him in March after I came back. And then in August, he hosted a wonderful luncheon, which David Ezekiel was part of. And you know, Phil continues to use his position and influence for the greater good of the island. And so, to me, Phil is a special friend, humble and simple, one of the most genuine people I've had the privilege to work with. David and Phil are the two strongest pillars of the organization and the two strongest roots that have invested time not only in the organization but also in me. And for that, I'm just so profoundly grateful. Thank you, Phil and David. I love you so much. I also want to mention a couple of directors that are not around. John White, one of our longest serving board of directors and our staunchest allies with whom I share a Canadian cultural bond, who's unable to be here tonight. He's in Spain with his daughter, so rightfully so, the right place. And he's one of the gentlest men I've met, a great listener, compassionate, and his dynamic BFNM team is sitting right there to represent him, and we are grateful for your unbending support of all of our initiatives. So thank you so much, BFNM. In the short little while, and I want to talk about JP, who's another board of director who couldn't be here tonight. He's not only provided me with a roof over my head, otherwise I would have probably been soaking wet on a day like yesterday. He's one of the most empathetic people that I've met in my life, a great mind, and I hope his green team will live long after I am gone. And I'm here to help you in any capacity for ecotourism and other green revolutionary initiatives. Then we have Alan Pelvang, who's unavailable here. He's not here tonight. He's one of the newest board of directors. In the short span of time that Alan has been on our board, he has embraced our mission wholeheartedly and has his team here tonight all fired up. Where's Fidelity? Right there. And I see Lisa there. Hey Lisa and Carlos, two green team champions. And they have come a long way in creating an environmentally sustainable workplace and collaborating with HSBC and BFNM, sharing and exchanging ideas. How could I not mention a word about HSBC? They have been my strongest ally ever since the inception of this organization, and they are actually our title sponsors, unbending support no matter what the economic times, and they have just been, without their support, we would not have even launched this organization. So please give HSBC a big round of applause. And then Gorham's is one of our newest platinum sponsors, and we are really excited about all of the new initiatives we are about to launch next month. I'm enjoying working with Andrew Mackay right there. And I would actually like to invite him for a quick minute to share with you an event that Gorham's is organizing on the 5th of October.
On the 5th of October, we're going to be doing a DVD signing with Sangeeta at the store. So please tell everybody to come on down and, of course, support the cause of BEA and buy the DV. And at the same time, we'll be having another Gorham's event as we usually do. Just a few words in the short time that I've been dealing with Sangeeta and sort of learned more and more about the BEA. It's amazing what they've accomplished in only 5 years. And while this is a night where it's sort of closing its doors, I think the energy and the enthusiasm that everybody's gathered over the last 5 years is far from over. I met my new school, who we've just adopted for an eco school, which will be something Gorham's will be sponsoring and everybody will be knowing about next year. So tonight is a bit of a secret, so don't be telling everybody about it. But I'm so enthused to be with Victor Scott and the bar for the eco school system, so it's very exciting. So again, congratulate BEA. It's a wonderful time that we've been able to come here and enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to the things that are still coming down the pipeline. So, all right, thank you.
Our deepest gratitude to Alan Berland of BCM McAlpine. Alan, where are you? All right. And he has been a great supporter of the BEA also since our inception. Len Aitken of Guardian, where are you? We have actually collaborated with them to encourage companies to do paper recycling, and they've been absolutely amazing. We've had a very collaborative working relationship. Chris Schuler of Bermuda Air Conditioning, also thank you so much for your support in sponsoring DVDs for Gilbert Institute. And our wine tonight has been provided by Gosling's, as all of the events for the BEA Gala. Without his support, we would not have been able to afford the wine, and they've been very, very generous and always supportive. And of course, Electronic Services, without their generosity, we couldn't bring you what we have. They've been instrumental in providing you with the audiovisual expertise, in helping us bring you the documentary, music, and our voices. Wakefield and Quinn for their immense patience and tremendous legal advice. So all I have to say now is we have lived up to our commitments. We have liaised with businesses and environmental organizations locally and internationally, BIOS, and the Department of Conservation Department, Discovery Channel Canada, and we'll be talking a little bit more about that later on, and National Wildlife Federation, the USA's largest environmental NGO organization. That said, you guys can now start having your supper.